free COD points, A got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that, earn points, download the app. Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin. Today what I have for you guys is another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. And today's video, we're going to be talking a bit about submachine guns and more specifically the Kuda in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I'm very excited to make this video. Obviously, today is one of those days, you know, some days as a YouTuber, you just wake up or, you know, you just during the day, because it's obviously a late night upload, you just really feel like making a video and you're excited to make a commentary, or I guess you could call this a Kudamentary because it's with the Kuda. That was a terrible joke, but basically I'm just really in the mood today to make this video. And obviously SMGs are probably my favorite guns in Call of Duty, so talking about them is one of my favorite things to do. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. The support has been crazy lately. If you guys are new to the channel, if this is the first video of mine you're watching, click that subscribe button. If this isn't the first video, click that like button. Do whatever you guys want. Just support the video, support this channel. I absolutely love you guys, and I'm super excited here for Call of Duty XP coming up in a few days. So let's get right into it. Now, obviously this video is going to be about, is this Kuda in contention for the best SMG slot on Black Ops 3? Now, basically the VMP was at a top spot for the best SMG for a very, very long time. Then the Vesper got a huge buff. It was at the top spot. The Vesper got a huge nerf, and now it's sort of debatable because the VMP got nerfed as well. So did the Kuda. The Kuda and the VMP are probably the top two SMGs. Now, in certain people's head, some people will say, oh, the Kuda's way better. Some people will say, oh, the VMP's way better. And some other people will say these two guns are very close in proximity to which is better. And let me talk about it. So basically the nerf that came in to the VMP, they just put more recoil on the VMP, which recoil does suck on an SMG. You really have to hit your shots and you have to be fast with hitting those shots. Having more recoil can make or break a gun. Obviously a gun like the Vesper, pretty much any SMG, the Vesper, the only thing that's bad about the Vesper is the recoil. If the Vesper had no recoil, it would be the best gun in the game in every situation pretty much. Now obviously the VMP adding recoil is a pretty big nerf. Now they also nerfed the Kuda, and the nerf to the Kuda was actually, I think, something to do with the 3-hit kill range and the 5-hit kill range. And when I first read those patch notes about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever, I think it was like 2 weeks ago when those things came out, I got pretty nervous. When I saw Kuda damage changes, I said, oh my gosh, the Kuda is going to suck now. They're nerfing the Kuda, they're nerfing the VMP and the Vesper. But basically, the changes that they make to the Kuda, it's kind of misleading what they say on the patch notes. They say they changed the 3-hit kill range, they changed the 5-hit kill range, whatever it says. But in reality, they only changed a tiny, tiny portion of those kill ranges. So basically, if the 5-hit kill range, for example, is from, 50 feet to 70 feet, they changed it and made it from 50 feet to 67 feet, something like that, just as an example. They barely changed it at all. Now, these Kuda damage changes, which I thought were going to be detrimental to the game and, like, ruin the Kuda, they really only affect you in probably 10 to 20% of your Kuda gunfights. The other 80 to 90% of your gunfights with the Kuda are going to be going down exactly how they were before the patch. And that really comes up with a situation, is the Kuda better than the VMP for best SMG? And I want to get all your guys' opinions on this. Now, in these two gameplays here, what I'm using is, obviously I'm a huge VMP fan. I have over 20, probably 21,000 kills by now. I know I definitely have over 20,000 kills with the VMP. I'm the biggest fan of the VMP, but the thing with the VMP is it aims down sight so slow because of all the nerfs to that. There's a lot of recoil because of all the nerfs to that, and you really have to run the exact setup. I usually just run fast mags, quick draw grip, or quick draw grip extended mags. There's literally nothing else you can run with the VMP. You can't throw on that long barrel. You definitely can't throw on rapid fire. The recoil will be too high, and that's what makes the Kuda original compared to the VMP. With the Kuda, what I can do, as you guys can see from these two gameplays, which are on Nuketown, I'm slapping with this gun. I'm experimenting. I think in the first gameplay, I'm using long barrel, fast mags, quick draw, and the second one, I'm using quick draw, fast mags, rapid fire. Like, I'm just experimenting with the Kuda, trying out different class setups. I think that the long barrel is definitely very good on this one, as well as the rapid fire. The cool thing about the Kuda is you really don't need to have grip because the gun doesn't have much recoil at all. The other thing is you really don't need quick draw because aim down sight's pretty fast. Quick draw, I do like to use it though because it is pretty good, and you know, quick draw with fast hands is such a deadly combo that I end up just running quick draw. But the cool thing about Kuda is you can experiment with these attachments, and I think if you run like 4 attachments on the Kuda, this thing will absolutely be a god gun, and that's why I wanted to give my opinion on it and also let you guys know in the comment, or give you guys the ability to, in the comment section, say what you guys think about the VMP compared to the Kuda, and obviously talk about that. Now, in my opinion, I think the VMP is really good. At a closer range, probably the VMP would be better. At more of a medium range, probably the Kuda would be better, and that's just off the top of my head. The thing with the Kuda that I find is kind of weird with this gun, and it's always been weird with this gun, and this is specific to Treyarch games. I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, if this is just me being crazy, but I find with the Kuda, it's sort of similar to this thing that I felt with the KSG from Black Ops 2. With the KSG from Black Ops 2, I felt like the hit registration wasn't on point as much as it was with the other guns. Like, for some reason, it was off. Sometimes your bullets wouldn't hit as fast as the other guns. It would feel like you were lagging even if you're on a perfect connection, and that's sort of how I feel about the Kuda. I feel like sometimes in some lobbies the hit detection on the Kuda will be absolutely perfect. In these lobbies that I'm playing these game modes on, I'm hitting first bullets on these people, I'm absolutely destroying these people, and the Kuda is working out very well for me. I have a 4-bar connection, the Kuda is melting, but I feel like in some situations where I was using the Kuda, it feels like my first 2 bullets just disappear into thin air and don't hit, and that's a situation that I never really experienced with the VMP. Now that might be just me, you know, being crazy, or there might actually be some technical hit detection problems with the VMP. You know, you can never write anything off with these Call of Duty games. Obviously, I think the weapon balance in this game is good. Some people always roast me in the comments for that. They say, how can you think the weapon balance is good? It's only M8. There's a bunch of good guns in this game. You can literally use the ICR, which some people might even say the ICR is the worst AR, or, you know, you can use anything and you could still beat an M8 player a lot of the time. The guns are really even. I think if one gun does stand out as super duper overpowered above the rest, it's the M8A7. That gun is better than anything. It's better than any assault rifle by far, I would say. But as far as SMGs, it's really close, and obviously the Kuda is definitely up there with the VMP, and I would say it's all situational. Now here we are in the second gameplay. I'm using, like I said, fast mags, quick draw, and rapid fire, and I found that the rapid fire on the Kuda actually is insane, dude. With rapid fire, this gun still has little to no recoil. This is you guys will think this is crazy, but look, listen to this. This class setup is rapid fire without grip. Just think about that. Rapid fire, which increases the fire rate, is going to increase your recoil in turn. Rapid fire is always going to increase your recoil on any gun because it's shooting faster. The recoil is not going to have time to go down because bullets are going to be coming out and flying out, and the recoil is going to go up. And I don't even have grip on this, and you can see this gun still has little to no recoil. Look at this. I'm hitting shots at a long range here with this setup. I think that the Kuda, if you run grip, long barrel, this thing is literally probably one of your best medium range SMGs, and it also does very good at close range. Another thing about the VMP is just a workhorse of a gun. It obviously is very powerful, very overpowered, but they did nerf the hipfire rate on it as well as the Vesper. Obviously, Vesper is still going to be the best at close range, but the Kuda might even, or I'd say it probably does beat the VMP as far as hipfire, and that's why, you know, we have to wait and see. You know, Black Ops 3 is obviously coming to a close. We have about, what, 2 months left, September, October, and at the start of November, we have Infinite Warfare coming out, and who knows if we'll get an Infinite Warfare beta as well. But I think that the Kuda definitely is going to be up there. Definitely is it definitely is a top 2 SMG, and we'll have to see where these patch notes go. Maybe the VMP ends up getting a buff, maybe the Kuda ends up getting a buff, or if one of them gets nerfed, that's basically where the changes will be seen. And that's basically, like I say with my like I said in my video about the KN-44 and about the HVK, I think I said it as well. I said the M8A7 is the best assault rifle. It's super duper overpowered, but you guys need to watch out. If they ever end up nerfing the M8A7 or they end up nerfing the VMP pretty hard, you need to know which guns you're going to want to use. And obviously those second and third options, your KN-44s, your HVKs, your Kudas, your Weevils, are going to become super overpowered. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is a lot of people have been using the Kuda in competitive matches as well. You know, the VMP is obviously the standout SMG. The VMP has always been the standout SMG, but the Kuda has been making its way. I watch a lot of SND tournaments as well as, you know, competitive Call of Duty. Obviously, there's not really many competitive tournaments going on right now because everyone is practicing for Call of Duty XP. But when I watch these SND tournaments and some of the best SND players in the world, which are the best search and destroy competitive players in the world, they win thousands of dollars playing competitive matches. Some of them are actually using the Kuda with ELO sights on it and literally red dot sights. They're using Kuda in these matches for money, which obviously lets me know as well that I'm not crazy to think the Kuda is a good gun. If these guys are playing for, you know, hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, and trusting the Kuda, I think we're safe to say we can trust the Kuda in our public matches. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This was a long one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, I felt like in the mood for a commentary. I think I killed this one. If you guys all made it to the end of the video, comment Kudamentary down in the comment section down below. That's literally the word that I'm going to say every time I do a commentary video with the Kuda gameplay. It's a Kudamentary. That's a fact, man. If ever you see any YouTubers making videos with Kudas, I want you to comment on the video, nice Kudamentary, because that's a new word and I'm starting it up. Unless someone already made that word, which if they did, I swear I didn't know. Anyway, drop a like on this thing. If you guys couldn't, I'd really appreciate that. 2,000 likes would be awesome. Comment Kudamentary, subscribe for Cookie and Not Looky, and I'm out. Peace. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely evening. I'm gone.